A new virus has taken over the world, turning people into gelatinous blobs. We are predicting the end of life as we know it in 24 hours. May God have mercy on us all. People often tell me, "You're so calm. How do you do it?" I love to say I was born this way, but that would be far from the truth. For most of my life, I was the opposite of calm. Overthinking, overreacting, overstressed. So today, I'm going to share my journey, what changed and how I maintain my sense of calm now. Several years ago, my inner world felt like chaos. Everything seemed urgent. Every mistake felt monumental, and any kind of stillness felt impossible. I'd compare myself to everyone around me, and my mind was a constant loop of what ifs. This was really apparent when my wife and I quit our corporate jobs and opened up a running specialty store. What is a running specialty store, you ask? We sold running and athletic shoes, apparel, and accessories, and had a special fit process to get runners, walkers, and anyone actually in the right footwear, apparel, and accessories. We sold brands like Nike, Under Armour, Brooks, New Balance, Hoka On. You get the point. We also had training programs to train people to run a 5K, 10K, half and full marathon, and other programs. I was definitely not calm when we owned that store. Retail is hard, and so is owning your own business. Rewarding, but hard. I would never give up the experience we had owning that store. One moment stands out. I was sitting alone after a really hard day, feeling completely overwhelmed. I remember thinking, if this keeps up, I'll never feel peace. And that's when I realized something had to change. The calm I admired in others wouldn't just appear. I had to create it. The first step was accepting that calm is not the absence of chaos. It's how we respond to it. And here's what helped me. I learned to pause and to take deep breaths during stressful moments. It sounds simple, but this small act created space between me and my emotions. I learned to let go of control. I was holding on so tightly to outcomes that it was draining my energy, and I had to remind myself, not everything is mine to control. I also learned to worry about what was important and put less energy into what was not important. The socks to shoe ratio was not important. Well, maybe a little, but not as important as I was making it to be. And not the most important thing that I should have been focusing on. Making sure that our customers and staff are happy was. It took me over a decade owning that store to figure that one out. Unfortunately, I learned that after we sold the store. Numbers are like a report card, but they aren't the business. But my CPA, accounting, and finance background didn't allow me to see that. Relationships, great customer service, being involved in the community, and taking care of the employees are the business. I also learned to set boundaries. This one was hard. Saying no to protecting my time didn't come naturally, but it became essential for my peace. No can be a very powerful word and can go a long way to making your life more stress-free. You can't be everything to everyone, and no helps you with this. Once I started experiencing calm, I didn't want to let it go. So I built habits around it. I go through my morning rituals like drinking water first thing, taking my vitamins, eating breakfast, and then going to the gym before I start working on my YouTube channel, making self-care a priority. After all, you only live once. I wake up early enough so I'm not racing around to get things done. This starts the day off very peacefully and stress-free. I also stay away from the news in the morning now. I used to listen to it every morning, and this just jacked me up before the day even started. The thing is, there's nothing in the news that's gonna calm you down. And most of it, we can't do anything about it anyway. But it gets under our skin and it festers all day long, poisoning what could have been a great day. And we only have a limited number of days on this planet, so why ruin any of them festering about the news? Each day is a gift. More on this later. Now my mornings are filled with positive and motivational podcasts or YouTube videos, like this one. And if you like it, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. That means a lot to me. The positive podcast and YouTube videos sets me up perfectly to start the day on a positive, happy note. I also try to spend some time each day outside, especially in nature. Nature has a way of grounding me. Even a 10-minute walk changes how I feel. Now living in New York City, this can be tough. but we live near Central Park and Riverside Park. We made sure to live near the parks. This was a non-negotiable in moving here from sunny California, and we are so happy that we are only a couple blocks away from both parks. Needless to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway, I love the parks. I am also better now at being mindful of input, meaning I'm very careful of what I consume, whether it's social media, news, or even the company I keep. These are some of the ways that help me stay calm. I also read a book titled Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's All Small Stuff by Richard Carlson. This book mainly is about simple ways to keep the little things from taking over your life. Now, I may not agree that it's all small stuff, but a good deal of it is. And if you can get past the small stuff, you are making real progress. Once it occurred to me, and I mean really occurred to me, that we are so lucky to be alive. We were on this rock, hurtling through space in our galaxy at around 1.4 miles per hour. Somehow, we're alive. The probability of life on our planet is astronomical. To have the right amount of sun, land, water, minerals, plants, and gases to sustain life as we know it is just amazing. Then billions of years of evolution to get where we are today. And the probability of all our ancestors and parents getting together at the exact right time so that we could be born is 1 in 10 to the 2,685,000th power. Basically, it's an unreal probability. And we are so lucky to have the ability to communicate with each other, have freedom and rights, and access to healthcare, drinking water, food, shelter, and companionship. And of course, YouTube. We take all this for granted, but centuries upon centuries got us here. Just think of what it took so that we can turn on a sink and have clean water is insane. It took people over generations to create that, and we just take it for granted. Not to mention houses, electricity, lights, automobiles, televisions, computers, central air conditioning, and heat, and everything to make our lives easier. Once that occurred to me, I started to be grateful for my shot at life and not to worry so much about someone cutting in line at the movie theater or giving me a bad comment on my YouTube video. And I'm sure I'll get a few negative ones on this one also, because these little things don't matter much. I do recommend everyone reading the book Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff. You can find it at your bookstore by clicking on the link I put in the description. It will change your perspective on getting upset about the little things. But enough of that. So you were probably saying, that might work for you, Chris, but I can never be that calm. But trust me, it's possible. It's not about perfection or eliminating all stress. It's about finding tools and practices that work for you. Start small, choose one thing that brings you peace, and lean into it. Remember, you were probably calm when you were a child. Every day was a play day, a fun day, and there was nothing to stress about. Then life came around, school, work, family of your own, and pulled you away. Your calm isn't gone, it's just waiting to be invited back. You got this. Thank you for spending this time with me, and if this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts or practices in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and share with a friend and subscribe to the channel. I am also sending you 2 other videos on how to live a healthy life. You can click on any one of them and continue your healthy journey. Remember, your calm is worth the effort. Until next time, take care.